Hello, the internet. Donna here. I wanted to talk to you all a little bit about the emotional side of dentures. um, I'm not sure if my chat is working or if anything is working right now on this live deal, but we'll see. So, anyway, I just, for as far back as I can remember, before starting the whole denture journey, I used to get compliments on my smile all the time. And I mean all the time. Look at your pretty smile, and look how pretty you smile, and your smile lights up a room, and, all the way up until I was 25 or 26. And then the compliments stopped. And that's about the time that I stopped smiling. And I'm nearly 40 now. Hi, Marcia. I know that in the more than a year that I've been making videos about dentures, I haven't... Hi, Lacey. Hope you're having a good Saturday. Girl, I had to work today. I haven't spoken much on the emotional side of things. It's all been about the physical experience and my opinions about that, and about products, and about... well, not even my opinions, but I've researched different issues that come along with dentures, and something that I haven't talked about is the emotional impact that it has on a person. So I wanted to touch on that today. Sorry if I don't get to your comments, but I kind of have quite a bit to say about this, because it's been brought to my attention that I haven't covered this yet. When I first started losing teeth, my teeth first started breaking, and I first started having a hard time with my teeth, I didn't follow up with good dental care. I didn't follow up with good self-care. I didn't follow up. I just kind of let things go. It hurt to brush my teeth. Hi, Mrs. Wombat. It hurt to brush my teeth. It hurt to floss. It hurt to do a lot of things. And I would do those things, the oral hygiene things, as often as I could. Like, I'd get high and then go brush my teeth because it wouldn't hurt, or whatever. And I stayed away from the dentist because I was embarrassed. I should have gone to the dentist more often and gotten things taken care of as soon as they started breaking and busting and crumbling and falling down, outside of just falling down. And hey, Becky. And I didn't. I was ashamed of the way that my teeth looked, but I was too vain to go and get anything done because I didn't want anybody to see or to notice or to pass judgment on me for the way that the inside of my mouth looked. Hey, Mary Jane. Yeah, so there was that. And I spent a lot of time in the couple of years leading up to me finally getting my teeth, what was left of them, pulled out of my head. I spent a lot of time feeling really ashamed of myself and really bitter with myself, because I felt like, regardless of all the many, many reasons that I gave in my very first video as to why I had to get dentures and why I got dentures and whatever, it all boiled down to me in the end. And I sat and I cried and I felt guilty. I sat and I cried and I felt sorry for myself. I sat and I cried and I got angry with myself. And I had some other mental health issues going on at the time that I didn't know what was wrong with me. It turns out it's bipolar disorder. But I got in my feels really, really hard about my teeth. And by the time I made my very first YouTube video, I bucked up and said, fuck all, and got over myself and got over it, went to the dentist, had the care plan in place, and made that first video showing the before of what everything looked like before I had my extractions, hi Josh, so that there would be a, hey Barbara, so that there would be a point of comparison from then until now. Um, my denture journey hasn't been smooth sailing, but it hasn't been the rockiest road I've ever traveled either. Right now, I brush my dentures, I soak my dentures, I take them out at night, I take care of them, I put them in the thing, in their little bath, I turn on the sonic cleaner because it's on a timer, I go to bed, I get up in the morning, I clean them again, I put them back inside of my face, and I go along with my day, and I don't really pay too much mind to them until somebody comments on what a beautiful smile I have. Hey, John. Or asks me, and people have asked me, if you had work done, your smile is really gorgeous. And I say, yeah, I've had a lot of work done. And I have. I've had a lot of work done. That's as far as I need to go with people in my day-to-day life. Yep, I've had a lot of work done. The end. If you want to press and poke and pry into the oral health story of some random stranger that you've met in your day-to-day journeys, that's on you. But I share on YouTube because that's where, hi Diane, that's where I feel like the crowd gets me, the crowd understands, the crowd doesn't pass too much judgment, and the crowd has questions that don't always get asked. One-on-one is a little different than talking to the crowd online. One-on-one, I try not to smile too big because these permanent dentures that I got from Affordable Dentures have like a gum issue going on where you can see straight through, like you can see the gum line, but you can see straight through to the tops of the denture teeth. And that's problematic for me. That's just, hi, Mr. Tracy Williamson. It just screams, look, I have dentures. So I still like try not to smile too big when I get face to face with somebody, you know. Had the same questions when I was at my best friend's wedding in Texas, where I was the best man, so I get it. Thank you, and I appreciate your guys' understanding. Seriously, Barbara, you can relate. Thank you. I appreciate that. When I first got my teeth pulled, the day before, I was so nervous. Not because I thought things would go wrong or because I thought that... It's my nose ring. Becky, I'm sorry. Yeah, I got a shiny booger today. I'm sorry. It's a little purple jewel, and I guess it doesn't translate well on camera. I apologize. Maybe it's a lighting issue. I'm not sure. Anyway, we're your crowd. Ohio, hi to Ohio. You sharing your stories helped me so much with both the practical stuff and dealing with the emotional. My story is so much like yours. Lacey, thank you for that. Hey, Jennifer. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. In the day or two before, right before I got my teeth pulled, I was very, very nervous and very scared. Not because I thought something would go wrong, but because it was something that I had dreaded and looked forward to all at the same time for so long. And I had these racing thoughts of, so this is what it comes down to. I've done fucked myself over so badly that now they all have to be pulled. And now I get to be toothless for the entire rest of my life. Go me. Does that make sense? Like, yeah. Very, very self-deprecating thoughts going on the day before I had my extractions. And afterwards, it was just such a relief to finally have it done. I didn't really turn and go back. I made a decision that I wasn't going to look on my plight in a negative light anymore. I was so happy to be able to smile, to be put in a position where I had to learn how to smile all over again. I was actually happy for that. And I decided to just be thankful for it and to go along for the ride, because somebody at that point had called it a journey. And I believed want to play Siege. I do not want to play Rainbow Siege right now. But thank you. And we're not going to be calling my viewers a slag. Bye, Frozel. Sorry. On my 4th week of getting my extraction, still can't eat with my immediate dentures. Immediate dentures are a thing. Oh, looks like something's on my screen. Hey, look, another troll. That's fun. Okay. Sorry about that, y'all. Okay. Gosh, where was I at? Somebody want to remind me? Now, the troll just won. I totally lost my line of thought. 4th week of getting extraction, still can't eat with my immediate dentures. Immediate dentures were a difficult thing for me to stay positive about after about the 3rd week of having them. I would sit and cry because they didn't fit, and I didn't have any idea what was coming next or how to get through the current spot I was in to get to the next thing. Like, there's no roadmap out there for people like me. I mean, I guess there is now. They're starting to pop up more and more of it on YouTube and on social media and bunches of other places. But I feel like I had 2 or 3 people that I could watch on YouTube, and their journeys were very different from mine. Immediate dentures versus eating. Thank you, Josh. Yes. So, immediate dentures versus eating. Immediate dentures were the bane of my existence, and that's I got over them really, really quickly. At first, I feel like if you can learn to eat in your immediate dentures, you'll be able to eat anything whenever it comes around to getting your permanent dentures done. There were a lot of tricky little tips and tricks and shortcuts and easier ways to do things that I found while I was wearing immediate dentures. The big thing wasn't even crunchy food. It was bread. Crunchy food wasn't a problem. You put a little bit here and a little bit here, and you feel like this. Ow, that hurt. And it grinds the food up, and cashews weren't a problem. I was eating pistachios within 3 weeks, something like that. As soon as the pain went away from my extraction sites, like the pain of having fresh extractions, that as soon as that goes away, then everything is all just learning to cope with the dill that you have in your mouth at that point. Try new foods, keep trying new foods, and keep trying different ways to chew and different ways to bite into things. I know that probably sounds super weird, try new ways to bite into things, but like, that's a thing. Like, you want to, because with your natural teeth, you bite into things with the front 4, with your 4 anterior teeth on the bottom, 4 anterior teeth on the top. You want to bite with those, but denture teeth aren't as effective as human teeth. So you have to kind of find another way. For me, that way was going from here with my food to here with my food and biting with these premolars, the canine, and then this little tooth right here. And that gave me, I could stick my tongue in between my teeth on this side and bite with this side and hold this side of my upper denture up. You all have to excuse me, I have a wicked case of the yawns. But I could hold this upper denture up on one side while I bit with the other side, and it worked beautifully for me. I ripped through a corn on the cob just 2-3 nights ago, whatever night it was that I made chicken for dinner, for the first time in years, like over a decade, years. And it felt really good to be able to chomp through that corn on the cob. But when I bite down on it, it wasn't very effective. So I had to use these little teeth here and bite up on it to kind of scrape the corn out of its little spots on the cob. And it was so juicy and delicious. And I had to find my own way to eat it. You have to be patient with yourself. You have to take extra care with yourself and your teeth to learn how to do the things, that extra care that maybe you weren't willing to take, or maybe you didn't have the opportunity to take, that landed you in the spot where you needed to wear dentures in the first place. That's for me. That's my story. I don't know what your story is, but we got some comments. Waited 5 weeks till my impressions, 2 weeks for wax fitting, maybe 2 weeks for dentures, but happy for a new scooter. That's really great, Mr. Tracy. Jennifer, you take your teeth out to eat. Hi, Heidi. Enjoy your coffee, Mr. Tracy. Yes, Jennifer, corn on the cob is absolutely fantastic. Ain't gonna lie, still have issues with some foods, and I'm 4 years in. I can eat most foods, still haven't been into an apple or corn on the cob. That's the trick I was telling you with Becky, because my goal was biting into that apple. You get you a nice, like, the Red Delicious kind of apples. They're not as dense as some other apples are, so they're easier to bite through in the first place, and bite over here instead of right here. Bite over here or bite over here, but don't try biting right here, because if you bite right here, especially if you bite down and try to go into it with your uppers, well, for me anyway, that spelled failure for me. I can do okay yanking at food and crunching through food with my lowers a lot easier than I can with my uppers. Your who's helped me through the journey. I'm 6 weeks post-op. Well, thank you very much for that, Heidi. I am glad I've been able to help, and congratulations on starting your mouth healthy journey. You guys are great. You really are. It's frustrating to have to relearn how to eat and relearn how to speak. I know it's so frustrating for a lot of people that they'll give up and just take out their teeth to eat, or not bother wearing teeth at all because they're just so frustrated with them. The very best advice that I can give to anybody, though, who's thinking about just dropping them, I mean, you know, you're in this toothless situation for the whole rest of your life, and for me, I would like to be able to be confident when I smile, and I want to be confident that I can chew and swallow my food and not be limited in my diet and that kind of thing. So for me, it's get back up on the horse and try again. It's put those teeth back in your mouth and try again and try again and try again and try again until eventually you don't have to try anymore. Work with your dentist and try again. Work with your denturist and try again. Work with your lab tech and try again. There's no way that you learn how to do or use something new by not doing the thing and not using the thing. That's just not how it works. And for anybody who is disgusted with the whole situation, I get you. I totally get you. I haven't felt disgusted with the whole situation since I got my teeth pulled. I was very disgusted with my whole mouth situation well before then. Oh, hey, Kayla. Oh, we got more. Take mine out to eat too, Mrs. Wombat. You're funny. Can't bring myself to take them out longer than 15 minutes. I'm terrified to be caught without them. Heidi, I used to feel that way too. I will take them out at home. Like, my husband doesn't mind. That's a whole nother ball of wax there, how my husband feels about my dentures. That's a whole nother thing. Because sexual reasons. He doesn't mind if I don't wear them. He understands that I need that break at night and that they have to be cleaned and they have to come out. And he's just glad that I'm not having migraines and I'm not suffering with the mouthful of broken, grody, rotten teeth that I had when we first met. So he's happy that I'm healthier, and so I don't mind taking them out at home because he doesn't make a big deal out of it. Out in public, however, I'll wear my upper with no lower all day long, and I have. But I won't leave my house on purpose without my upper denture. I love the info on dentures, makes it easy. Oh, good. Waiting for the day when I can bite into certain foods, but still waiting on the titanium bar for my upper bridge, so cannot get the lower secured quite yet. Okay. You're great too. I've been watching your videos so I can learn what to expect from my teeth. Of course, we have some situations with our teeth. Thank you. You are very welcome, Jennifer. Just so glad I can eat a lot of things without pain, like cake. Diane, isn't that the truth? I can eat cake and I can eat ice cream. I can have candy. I can eat hard candy, not necessarily crunching into it, but I can hold a piece of candy in my mouth, like a mint, long enough to let it dissolve and do its breath freshening goodness and not worry about, is the spit going to get into this hole in the back on this side, or am I going to accidentally hit it the wrong way on this tooth here, or something. Like, I don't have to stress out about eating a frickin' breath mint. Like, it's insane to think that that's a thing, but it is. Like, it totally was. I couldn't, before I had my teeth pulled, I couldn't eat breath mints anymore because they hurt. And brushing my teeth hurt, and flossing my teeth hurt, and it would give me migraines. It would send shooting, debilitating pain up through my ear, up one side of my head, and back down the other. And I just don't deal with any of that anymore. If I had to go toothless with no dentures for the entire rest of my life, just not getting the migraines anymore would be totally worth it. Totally. Moped, scooter, different way to ride. Yes. Hi, Letitia. Do you sleep with your dentures? I don't. I take them out at night. I did a video on this a few months back. There are many, many reasons to not wear your dentures 24/7. At night, saliva production, which saliva is somewhat antibacterial itself by design, saliva production is reduced, and you increase your risk for thrush, which is candida yeast, if you sleep with an oral appliance inside of your mouth. This is why people will take retainers out at night, take dentures out at night, and that kind of thing. So no, I don't sleep with my dentures. Thankfully, your videos were my intro into the denture world. Found you, then Kayla. I identify with you both so much. Oh, Lacey. Bless your heart. I feel your pain, girl. And it's so dumb. It makes me feel like this over-emotional freak when I have to get emotional about something as little as a breath mint. Like, it makes me feel like some kind of weird girl or some kind of crazy girl. But these are the things that you worry about when you have problems with your teeth. You worry about that breath mint, or I can't chew a piece of gum, or, which side of this peanut butter sandwich which side do I chew it on to where I don't, there's just so much that thought that goes into everything that goes inside of your face when you have bad teeth, There just is. Like, how do I avoid the pain? How do I avoid harming myself? How do I avoid causing a scene if you're out in public? Like, I'm not hungry. I wouldn't go out to eat with friends. I got to the point I didn't have friends, Hey, Jocelyn. Yeah, so I mean, there's a lot more to it than just knowing the clinical definitions for each tooth in your mouth, or knowing how to take care or learning how to take care of the dentures themselves, or which products to use, or that. There's a lot more to it than that. There's a whole emotional side of everything, and I'm here to tell you that whatever emotional roller coaster that you might have been on, or might be on currently because of your mouth healthy journey, to not be ashamed of yourself, and to not think that you're strange or weird or unhinged or whatever. It is an emotional roller coaster. It's a ride, man. It's totally a ride. And any emotion that you feel about how your denture journey is going is okay to have. It's okay to feel your feels. Like, it's not okay to wallow in your feels if they're negative, but it's okay to feel them and then to move on. I felt like I needed to say that. Somebody pointed out that there's not a lot of coverage on the emotional side of things. And that's true. And I felt like maybe this just needed to be said. Same with teeth out at home, wearing upper only almost all the time. I have to drive back home about once every few weeks because I forget my lower and I need it. Lacey, I used to do the same thing. When I first got when I got my permanent dentures from Affordable Dentures, I would wear just my upper for a while because the lower, the snap-in denture, was difficult to deal with. So I thought, I'll just go without it for a little while. And then there were times I'd have to go back home and like, oh, I'll be right there, guys. Let me go home and put the rest of my teeth in. So yeah, there was that. Going out to eat, even at family's house, I used to be asked if I can eat what she was making. It was embarrassing. Jocelyn, isn't that the truth? Like, oh, can you eat this? Like, or are you going to have a problem with your teeth? Like, that's absolutely embarrassing. I'm so sorry that you had to go through that. You're a joy. I'm so glad to have found your channel. Thank you. By the way, you pronounced my name correctly. I'm so thankful you created this live session. Your experience has encouraged me to move forward. Letitia, I'm very glad about that. And I'm very glad that I said your name right. Very glad I said your name right. Yay. Okay, guys, I think I'm going to go ahead and end the stream here. I don't want to make it too long in case there's anybody that's watching it after the fact. But I thank you all for being here. Thank you so much for participating. I'll make another live session probably next week, unless Kayla wants to go live later on, which, ow, son of a bitch, that hurt, which I'm totally down for. I just like stabbed my finger with this thing by accident because I was sitting here doing this number and it went kerchunk right into my skin. Youch. But yeah, that is going to be it for me. I hope everybody is having a fantastic weekend, and I will catch you all another time. Thanks so much. Love you guys. Mwah. Bye. Have a nice evening.